Howdy. I was tasked with my mission, and I did accept it. The question asked was, what has been lost in recent console generations, and what do I believe, or what is the thing I miss most uh, in retro games? Well, honestly, I think that a lot of things that we don't have anymore are good. Okay? Bear with me. Okay, for one, all right? No insane difficulty. For instance, Silver Surfer, NES. Anybody who's played that and beat it, no, you haven't. You are a dirty, dirty liar. Two, we lost cartridges. That's really not a big thing that we lost, and honestly, I'm glad. Digital downloads, totally awesome. Another thing is that it's a lot easier to store a bunch of CDs in a small CD case than it is to store all the cartridges ever. This is all of them. Another thing we kind of lost, and this is a bad thing, this is now in the negatives, we kind of lost that feeling of a complete game. Like when I buy a game, that's it. There's not going to be no DLC, no expansion packs. We got just the game. I bought F-Zero. I have F-Zero. Now, saying that, like, DLC didn't exist, not quite what I'm saying. I mean, if you go for the satellite attachment for the Super Famicom in Japan, that thing lasted until 2006. It was pretty cool. They liked it. Um, but it wasn't not quite what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is when you leave in code to put in more stuff. Another thing that we kind of lost, gained, kind of was gamer culture evolved. Even though I kind of don't like gamer culture because I kind of don't identify with a lot of people who call themselves gamers. But the thing is that if you think about it, 10 years ago, where did you go for your information? You didn't go to Google. Well, it was 2001, so you probably did. But let's go 15 years then. You probably didn't go to Google. I mean, the internet was around, but you probably didn't go to GameFAQs, or I feel old saying GameFAQs instead of somewhere else. But you didn't go there. Instead, you had Nintendo Power or some other magazine. I don't know many others. Nintendo Power has been on my mind because of its recent shutdown, and we lost that. We lost the need for the gaming magazine if you were a hardcore gamer. Instead, you just go online and get yourself a, pair of cheap sunglasses, a review, whatever. There's kind of a thing that I think that I lost, and a lot of people really don't realize that they lost, is that sense of wonder and amazement when you popped in a game for the first time. You were wondering how it was going to be. A bad game didn't really register when I was a kid. It was a game. I mean, I loved the Bugs Life game, and that game kind of stunk. But it wasn't about how great a game was, and I'm only going to get the best. It wasn't about, oh, this one is so much better than this one, so get that one. It wasn't about brand loyalty. It wasn't about Battlefield versus Modern Warfare. It was about, okay, I have Sonic 2. I am going to play Sonic 2. I'm going to enjoy myself. That's what it was. It was, I get to play a game. That's it. It was gaming at its simplest. So what I miss most about retro games is when it wasn't retro games. And I'm probably going to say the same thing about this generation and the generation after. And that's what I miss. I miss just gaming. That's what I do. I mean, that's not to say that I haven't taken a few of my favorites with me and figured out, some of the ones, maybe they're bad, but I enjoyed them. Did we lose anything with the divide between retro games and games nowadays? I'll say, really, we're not missing anything because I think with the emergence of the indie genre and with developers now realizing, this is what people want. People want to relive their older games, and so they remake them or they remaster them or something like that. And so at the end of the day, what do I miss the most? I just miss being there. And I think that really saying that a game is better just because it's old is an unfair judgment. It's like saying that Citizen Kane is better than, I don't know, The Hobbit because Citizen Kane came first. Citizen Kane? Really? If you're going to, that's a horrible analogy in its own, in and of itself. But we'll stop there. That's what I miss. And because I forgot to put this little last bit in, it's going in on a later day, so I look absolutely awful. But that's beside the point. The point is that next person tagged is Carissa, and you are going to tell us, when writing a song, what is the most arduous, horrifying, and just absolutely hideously boring part of writing a song? That's it. What's the worst part of writing a song? And if you have to buffer out more time, tell us what's your best. But that is an optional assignment and will only get you 5 bonus points. So you may want to focus most of your time on the other 100. Okay, that's it.